Let's talk about the measures of variability. Now that's your range, your variance, and your standard deviation. So the measures of variability shows how much spread there is in a data set. We can measure it by, again, range, variance, and standard deviation. So it's showing the spread of the data across the entire data set. First, let's start with range. Range is the simplest measure of variability. This is something that you may have even heard about in middle school or in high school. Range is just your maximum value minus your minimum value. Biggest number minus your smallest number. That's the range, and that's it. The variance is a little bit trickier. The variance is determined using all of the data values rather than just the maximum and minimum. And it measures the spread of the data points around the mean. So here's our equation. Now, don't get too worried about this equation here because we're going to be finding this in Excel also. But this is our sample variance. What it is, it's the sum of the difference between each of your data values and the sample mean all squared. That's the numerator divided by n minus 1. So that's what's happening when you put this into Excel. When you use equals var.p or var.s and selecting all of your data. So those are our Excel functions that we need to remember. So the .p is if we have a population variance that we're trying to find. .s is if we're trying to find the sample variance. So if we remember these Excel functions and remember that the variance just helps measure the spread of the data points around the mean, we'll be good. Now, standard deviation, this measures the average distance between all of the set's data points and the mean. It is related to the variance. It's the square root of the variance. So that's why it sounds kind of similar. So, a couple different ways we can find this in Excel. If you already have the variance, just take the square root of it. So equals SQRT of the variance. Now let's say you don't have the variance, right? Why go through that step when you can just plug in one of these Excel functions just to find the standard deviation? So we have stdev.p and stdev.s. So population standard deviation and sample standard deviation.